today we are going to be talking about all things Earth Day. So we're going to be talking about recycling and loving the earth. So stick around. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The first story I'm going to read you is called There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Worm. And of course we have to invite our old lady in to help us. Come on in, old lady.
Who are you calling old lady?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're young and spry.
Young and spry. Yes, I'm an old lady.
Are you ready to help us with this book today, old lady?
What am I doing?
Well, there was an old lady who swallowed a worm. So
Ew.
there are worse things.
I guess I would do it if I had to do a dare.
There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Worm by Lucille Calandra, illustrated by Jared Lee. There was an old lady who swallowed a worm. I don't know why she swallowed the worm, but she started to squirm. There's the worm.
It's a worm.
It's a worm.
Going in my tummy.
Whoop, good job. There was an old lady who swallowed some dirt. It was just like dessert when
Ew.
she swallowed the dirt.
It is not dessert.
There's your dirt.
Oh, pretend it's a dirt pie.
Okay. She swallowed the dirt so the worm could wiggle. I don't know why she swallowed the worm, but she started to squirm. There was an old lady who swallowed a flower. It was not sour, that pretty pink flower. There's your flower.
I'm going to pretend it's echinacea, also known as coneflower. But I'm squirming.
She swallowed the flower to plant in the dirt. She swallowed the dirt so the worm could wiggle. I don't know why she swallowed the worm, but she started to squirm. There was an old lady who swallowed a bee. It happened quickly when she swallowed the bee. There's the bee. She swallowed the bee to rest on the flower.
Aw.
She swallowed the flower to plant in the dirt. She swallowed the dirt so the worm could wiggle. I don't know why she swallowed the worm, but she started to squirm. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. Oh, how absurd to swallow a bird. Here's our bird.
Hi, bluebird.
Oh, you did it! Yay! She swallowed the bird to fly with the bee. She swallowed the bee to rest on the flower. She swallowed the flower to plant in the dirt. She swallowed the dirt so the worm could wiggle. I don't know why she swallowed the worm, but she started to squirm. There was an old lady who swallowed a tree. She was on a spree when she swallowed that tree. There you go. The whole thing.
Looks like broccoli.
You can do it. Good job. She swallowed the tree so the bird would not flee. She swallowed the bird to fly with the bee. She swallowed the bee to rest on the flower. She swallowed the flower to plant in the dirt. She swallowed the dirt so the worm could wiggle. I don't know why she swallowed the worm, but she started to squirm. There was an old lady who swallowed a quilt. She felt no guilt as she swallowed that quilt. There's the quilt. There it goes.
Okay, I guess I'll eat it.
Oh, you got it. Then she hopped on her bike and shouted, "Hooray!"
Hooray!
She just could not wait to celebrate Earth Day. Happy Earth Day! And
Hooray!
thank you so much for helping us, Miss Mel,
I
our
have
old
to
lady.
go cough up some dirt.
Bye! Bye! See you next time! The end. The next story I'm going to read you is called 10 Things I Can Do to Help My World. and this book is written by Melanie Walsh. I remember to turn off the light when I leave the room. Turning off lights and using more efficient light bulbs saves valuable energy. I try to turn off the tap when I brush my teeth. Every time you do this, you save 18 glasses of water. I always throw my trash away. Putting garbage away helps keep the world safe and clean. I will feed the birds in winter. Feeding the birds helps them get ready for nesting in the spring. I use both sides of the paper. If everybody did this, it would greatly reduce the number of trees we use to make paper. I remind my parents to unplug the TV when we are not watching it. Many electrical appliances use energy even when they are turned off. I enjoy making toys from things around the house. We can reuse lots of things before we throw them away. I like to walk to school. Avoiding car trips saves gas and cuts down on air pollution. Walking is also good exercise. I can plant seeds and help them grow. Plants help keep the air clean and healthy. I help sort the recycling. Cans, compost, plastic, glass, and paper. More than half of our garbage can be recycled. It takes much less energy to recycle something than to replace it with something new. All because I love my world. The end. The next story I'm going to read you is called Earth Day Birthday. And this book is written by Maureen Wright, and it is illustrated by Violet Kim. Deep within the jungle green, the biggest lion ever seen stood before his friends and said, "Happy Earth Day!" Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen swung upon a branch and said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday!" The elephant shook her wrinkled head and stomped her foot like a bag of lead. She turned to Monkey and loudly said, "It's Earth Day, not your birthday. Let's plant a row of tiny trees, plow a garden for beans and peas, grab a shovel, get a hoe, hurry up, it's time to go." Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen twirled his tail and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." The lumpy, bumpy crocodile watched the monkey for a while. He answered with a toothy smile, "It's Earth Day, not your birthday. Let's pick up papers off the ground. There's lots of litter. Look around. Collect the garbage that you see. Stick it in a bag for me." Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen ate a banana and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." The tall giraffe complained, "Oh dear, I see we have a problem here. Let me make this very clear. It's Earth Day, not your birthday. We'll do our part to clean the land. Recycle bottles, glasses, cans. Come on, my friends, I'll lead the way. Let's recycle every day." Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen rubbed his belly and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." Hippo opened his mouth up wide. On the muddy riverside, he turned to Monkey and loudly cried, "It's Earth Day, not your birthday. Let's take our cloth bags to the store, buy 3 pineapples, maybe 4. We'll use our cloth bags every time to shop for coconuts and limes." Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen shimmied up a tree and said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." Snake slithered through the leaves up high as the monkey scampered by. She raised her head and said, "Oh my, it's Earth Day, not your birthday. Let's go start a compost bin. Toss our rotten garbage in. Watch me and I'll show you how. We'll get started on it now." Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen jumped around and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." He whispered in the lion's ear, "Don't you know my birthday's here?" Lion roared, "Give me a break. I've heard all that I can take. No matter what we do or say, you think it's your special day." "But it is," said Monkey. "Can't you see? Here's my mom with a cake for me." The lion gasped, "I made a mistake. Please share your yummy birthday cake." "Of course," said Monkey with a shout. But first, I'll blow these candles out. Then all the animals yelled, hooray! It's Monkey's birthday and it's Earth Day. The end. The next story I'm going to read you is called How the Crayons Saved the Earth. And this book is written by Monica Sweeney and it is illustrated by Wendy Leach. All across the earth, beauty spread far and wide. The sun and the clouds were old friends. The rain and the trees worked together. Sea turtles played by the beach, and whales jumped in the ocean. Splash, splash, splash. Bees, butterflies, and flowers made pretty colors. Buzz, buzz, buzz. And rainbows danced across the sky. But something was not right. Icky clouds of smog filled the air. Big hunks of litter spotted the ground. And leaky machines drip, drip, dripped into the ocean. The sun and the clouds started to feel pretty bad. The butterflies and bees lost their way. But at the end of the meadow, at the edge of a rainbow, and beneath a shady tree, a colorful box started to wobble. The box wiggled and jiggled and finally burst open. Oh no! Yucky! Why is everything so smoggy? Gunky! Hey! Who messed up the earth? But are there still cupcakes? And string cheese? The crayons looked high and low. Oh no! Let me take a look. We've got this. There must be a reason the earth was so dirty. Personal space. What's all that over there? The crayons scrambled together and looked off into the distance. Oh, is that trash? And look at those smelly clouds. Oh no. Junk was collecting everywhere. On the flowers, in the trees, in the ocean, near the bees. We have to do something. So the crayons got to work. They drew and drew. They scribbled over the muck in the ocean so the fish could keep on swimming. They colored along the meadows, sunsets, and towns. They put color back on the earth where the dirt and smog had hidden it away. The crayons worked harder than they had ever worked before, cleaning up the earth wherever they went. After each try, scribble, 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 the crayons were happy to see the world starting to look new again. But it wasn't enough. This isn't working. More pollution keeps coming. What about them? We need everyone to do something. Excuse us! Big ideas over here! The crayons spread the word in the only way they knew how. They colored here, they colored there, up, 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 and all the way around. With all of the colors combined, they made the biggest, brightest, most beautiful sign they could make. And people started to perk up and wondered how they could help. How spectacular! Wow! Let there be green! Let's work together! We should try! Save the earth! So the crayons did what they do best. They colored away, the others spread the word, and suddenly everyone was doing their part. When we work together, we can always help the earth. Way up high, the sun and the clouds smiled at the world below, and rainbows danced across the sky. The end. The next story I'm going to read you is called Peppa Pig and the Earth Day Adventure. It's Earth Day, and Peppa Pig and her family are ready to celebrate with a visit to the botanical gardens. Before they go, Peppa and George sort the recycling. Newspapers go in the red bin, cans go in the blue bin, and bottles go in the green bin. Vegetable scraps and eggshells go in the compost bin, says Peppa. Grandpa Pig will use the compost in his garden. Ew, says George. It's time to go. And Daddy Pig has a surprise. An electric car! The car runs on batteries instead of gas. That helps the air stay clean. The car even has a name. It is called Roger. This car can drive itself, says Daddy Pig. Peppa and George look out the window on the way to the botanical gardens. Look, says Peppa, a windmill. Ooh, says George. Mr. Bull built a windmill near my school, says Peppa. The wind turns the blades and they make electricity. Whoosh, says George. At the botanical gardens, Peppa and her family meet Miss Rabbit. Welcome, she says. Would you like to see the wildflower garden? Yes, please, says Peppa. Look at all the bees, says Mummy Pig. The bees and flowers help each other, Miss Rabbit tells them. The bees take pollen from one flower and move it to another one. That helps the flower make seeds, which grow into new flowers. The bees take some of the nectar back to the hive and use it to make honey, Miss Rabbit says. Peppa likes honey. George likes honey too. Peppa and her family visit the room with cacti and palm trees. Peppa sees a new plant. What is that? She asks. That's a Venus flytrap, Miss Rabbit says. It eats flies. Peppa and George watch while the plant eats a fly. Wow, says Peppa. Chomp, says George. The next room is very wet. This is the rainforest garden, says Miss Rabbit. These plants need a lot of water. Miss Rabbit flips a switch and turns on the rain. Next, they head outside to the children's garden, where they find something really special. A muddy puddle! Peppa's friends are visiting the botanical gardens today too. Hello, Susie Sheep. Hello, Pedro Pony. Hello, Mandy Mouse, she says. On the way home, Daddy has a rest while Roger drives the car. It's like magic, says Peppa. Police officers Panda and Squirrel stop Daddy Pig's car because Daddy Pig doesn't have his hands on the wheel. But it's okay. Roger is driving. Roger shows his driver's license to the officers. It's dark when the family returns home. It has been a great Earth Day. Will you be all right out here, Roger? Asks Peppa. Oh yes, says Roger. Good night, Peppa. Good night, Roger, says Peppa. Happy Earth Day. The end. Now it's craft time. We're going to do a really fun Earth Day themed craft. So we'll get started with that right now. Stick around. Come on in, Miss Mel. Let's do this Earth Day craft. So we've got a fun Earth Day craft, and it is the world.
We are the world.
We are the world, and we've got, oh my goodness, lots and lots of glitter dots.
Oh, let me rub it all over me.
Okay, so you are simply going to match the color of the glitter dots to the color. Sorry, to the color on your world. Slipped right out of my hands there.
It did.
So there are a lot of dots. This is a little bit of a tedious project.
Oh man.
So, but it's fun and it's going to look really cute when it's done.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Cute and sparkly. Cute and sparkly. So what do you think about Earth Day? Now, do you celebrate that at all?
Well, my mom's birthday is today.
Okay.
So, I'd always remember Earth Day as my mom's birthday. That rhymes. So
kind of like in the story we read.
yes.
The monkey.
It's my birthday.
And it was his birthday, and it was Earth Day.
It was Earth Day, and it was his birthday.
And I think Earth Day is just a really good time to think about, how we treat our world.
I've been recycling since I was probably 12.
That's good.
And I'm 50 now.
It's good to be mindful of littering and taking care of our earth, conserving water and energy. Those are all good things.
I conserve energy.
I don't think they were talking about you particularly.
Okay.
Conserving energy.
Okay. Then, I've always recycled.
Since we're talking about the earth, what is your favorite part of the earth that you have traveled to? That's going to be tough for you.
I've traveled a lot of places. Well, my favorite go-to place is Ireland.
Ireland. That sounds beautiful.
My favorite place on the earth is probably my family.
So New York.
Wherever there's family.
Wherever there's family.
Wherever there's family.
Well, you know my favorite place on the earth.
Oh, it's Disney World.
Well, that's probably my second favorite place on the earth.
What's your favorite place?
My favorite place on the earth
Is the ocean.
is the ocean.
I
Any
should have
beach.
known that.
Yes. Feet in the sand.
That's right. You do go every year.
I love the beach.
I don't like sand.
I know. I love the beach enough to put up with the sand. So, how's yours coming over there?
Oh, it's taking
Oh,
forever.
it's very slow going. We probably will not get it finished today.
No.
So So we will just do as much as we can
I'm just doing my heart.
and finish it afterwards. These will be available at the Washington County Public Library in Marietta on 5th Street. In the
6:15.
615 5th Street in the Children's Department.
Yes, don't come to the front desk and ask me for one.
Right, but we will have these as long as supplies last. Just come to the Children's Department and ask the librarian for one,
They're very nice.
and we will give it to you for free.
Oh, free.
For free.
Free. Like our smiles.
Every day.
Every day. Every day we're smiling.
Every day we're smiling. Ooh, this is
This is gonna take
tedious.
forever.
So we
Yeah,
are probably
we're gonna sing 'em
wrap
out.
it up as soon as Mel gets done with her heart.
I'll try my fastest.
We will sing you out.
Sing you out.
But when these are done, they're very pretty.
Oh, I am sure they are. They're very sparkly.
There.
I love it. Shimmer. Shimmer. Shimmer.
All right, let's show them. We'll show you part of
Good.
what it's going to look
Right.
like. But when it gets all done, all of these dots will be covered with sparkly dots. And it'll be very cute. You can hang it up.
And I'm sure there's events going on in there.
I'm sure there are.
Or near you. Or, I don't know, plant a tree. No, that's Arbor Day. Sorry.
You could plant a tree
You could
for
plant a tree, though.
birthday as well.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
guys. Our story time is over. Wave goodbye.
Are you waving?
Our story time is over. Wave goodbye. Our story time is done. I hope you had lots of fun. Our story time is over. Wave goodbye. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your Earth Day.
Love the earth.
Love the Earth. It's wonderful.
There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Worm by Lucio Calandro, illustrated by Jared Lee, published by Scholastic Incorporated, copyright 2024. 10 Things I Can Do to Help My World by Melanie Walsh, published by Walker, copyright 2009. Earth Day Birthday by Maureen Wright, illustrated by Violet Kim, published by Amazon Publishing, copyright 2012. How the Crayons Saved the Earth by Monica Sweeney, published by Simon & Schuster, copyright 2023. Peppa Pig and the Earth Day Adventure, published by Candlewick Press, copyright 2021. WCMO Storytime is a production of MCTV.